Hi, my name is Brandon Goodwin. I'm the bandleader of Bees Bees, and I'm here to talk to you about our upcoming album release titled Kanata. This new album was inspired by a trip I took to New Orleans in 2016. My girlfriend and I, we drove down to New Orleans and we were there for 5 days. We had such an incredible time, and it really inspired me a lot just to see how much energy that city gives off and how one of its main focal points is its music scene. So while we were there, I decided that I had to bring the guys down to see it so we could see it together as a group. So that's what we did. A year later, we toured down to New Orleans. We were there for 3 days and we had an incredible time. I think the guys were also quite captivated by the city. And while we were there, we worked with Delfio Marsalis. So Delfio gave us incredible feedback on our compositions as well as how we were performing our compositions. And he also showed us some recordings that he had produced and engineered on, and he as examples for different things to do in the studio. So he gave us some new tools as well. And we took those tools back up to Montreal, toured back up to Montreal, and we went right into the studio to record our new record. The lineup for this album was Joe Ferracuti on the piano, Julian Sandiford on the guitar, Alex Safi on the bass, and our special guest was Mr. Masashi Yusi on the tenor saxophone. The first 4 tracks on this album are a suite that I wrote titled Kanata Suite, and each track is a movement in that suite, and it represents a different point in Canadian history that has affected me in some way. Joe and Julian contributed some very beautiful compositions to this record that on their own they sound great, the melodies, the harmonic ideas, and they're a lot of fun to play. So they're both exceptionally gifted musicians, composers, and people, and I'm very lucky to continue to work with them. The cover art was done by Montreal's very own Faya. Faya is one of the most gifted visual artists that I've ever met, and it was such a pleasure to work with her on another one of our album cover designs. I'm so proud of this new album because when I listen to it, I can hear the inspiration and the excitement that we had from our trip and from our time working with Delfio. So it's my sincere hope that when the listener hears this new album, that they will also hear that excitement and that inspiration, and that perhaps they will be inspired as well.